in the defense of the noble ideals of chivalry embodied in their queen, did these orders achieve their exalted rank. The Society created the Order of Chivalry, which consists equally of the Knights and Masters of Arms, to recognize outstanding martial achievement and the attainment of those qualities and abilities which are the mark of a peer. Members of the Order of Chivalry are mighty warriors, but they are also skilled in the arts and have given of their time to the benefit of the common weal. As such, they have been recognized as peers of the realm. Their Majesties now call before them the companions of the Order of Chivalry here assembled.
Keep trying.
Good populace, as this august order gathers here, please be aware that in this ceremony there is a consensual act between two consenting adults that is an act of violence. If you are uncomfortable in witnessing this act, please do feel free to avert your gaze or remove yourself from this company. Thank you.
Huzzah!
For my part, I am personally uncomfortable witnessing this, and I will avert my gaze, so I will still be part of the ceremony.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
The crown now calls the Honorable Lord Jose Taberna de Torquemada to come before this court and company.
Your Majesties, good populace of Alberon and the Outlands, it has long been said that the greatest stories have already been told, and that each new telling just uses the same themes with a few twists to make it special. As a storyteller, I can tell you that this is in fact true, but there is a reason for it. Throughout human history, we love to hear stories of prowess, of overcoming adversity, of achievement, and of love. Today, we all get to participate in one such story. In fact, this author started many years ago. This is the 6th installment that started in Annus Societatis 4 with stories of personal development, prowess, service, hospitality, and more. So this author knew the 6th stellar needed to be something different. So there we were, together. The stage was set, the curtains were down, the lights dim, the curtains come up, entering stage left, Torgoth, drinks good! Unfortunately, this story had been told numerous times, the author had to do it again. Curtain went down. We needed something more. We needed something different, something unexpected. And this is Alberon, we needed arachnids. So, reset the stage, the curtain goes back up. Stage left comes Jose, an inquisitive man, because we all know that nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. And he came to change the world with drinks, service, and love. Jose himself did not go on this journey alone. He was guided by Sir Simon, whom he gave his oath of service to. He was also helped along his way with his lovely wife Genoveva, and many, like myself, who played the comedic foil and other supporting roles. Many of you have been in that role as well. So as with all journeys, it starts here in Alberon, where he ordered not one but 3 scorpions. Its heart, its favor, and more. But these feats had also already been done. This is Alberon, we've seen that before, so something special had to be done. So he went to Aethenvelt and accomplished something no one else has done. He's received not 1 but 2 bearers of radiance from the kingdom of the sun for his service and contribution in those far-off lands. But wait, there's more. Why, one time, in his dire moments of need, he showed up to a foreign event and found out that, oh my God, he and his crew had forgotten something super important. Their mugs! What were they to do? Jose was not deterred. No, indeed. He set out, armored up, got onto the battlefield, and fought his way forward to try to find a way to solve this problem. He served at that event as security to solve away that problem. He brought hospitality and joy to all. And as a result, he and his friends were indeed saved in their most dire moment of sobriety. Everywhere he went, this Tavern Joe the bartender made each place brighter with his presence and endeavor. Indeed, huzzah! But wait, there is in fact more, because you can't shut me up. In all honesty, most of us here have met Joe. You spent time with him. Jose has inspired us all. As that bartender, he is a true uplifter of spirits. Come on, somebody put For all of this work, he was made the premier of the life of Alberon. This special twist is what closes this chapter of this act. So, Your Majesties, before you, I present to you the next story in the saga that started with Viscount Robert de Spencer, handed to Duke Brian de Tarragon, first squire of Sir Robert to be knighted, to Duke Sean Kirkpatrick Tarragon, first squire of Duke Brian to be knighted, to His Royal Majesty Tyrlock Macmillan of Artemisia, first squire of Duke Sean's to be knighted, to His Excellency Sir Simon Fraser Montgomery, first squire of His Majesty Tyrlock to be knighted. And here before you is the first squire to be offered to Sir Simon, Jose Taberna de Torquemada.
Jose, have you undertaken to accept this accolade from our hand?
Unfinished business that I first must resolve. Where I may be free to be my lord. We have a moment to speak with Sir Simon Montgomery.
You do it. This is well done. Bring forth the chain.
Can you see it from here?
This chain has passed from night to night throughout the ages of our kingdom. Let it now pass from night to night once again.
Sir Simon, for the Order of Chivalry, Master Tariq, and Mr. Elliott for the Order of the Laurel, Mistress Christine for the Order of the Pelican, Master Carlos for the Order of Defense, and Arya for the Royal Peer. As members of the Peerage, you now affirm that Jose has grown in gentle virtue and chivalrous grace, the hallmarks of a true and faithful peer.
Sir Simon.
I do. Okay. Jose has come a long way from that day Sir Roland introduced us and asked if I would sponsor him and his brothers in the Knight Banneret tournament. I said, sure. What's the Knight Banneret tournament? Since then, I've gotten to know him so well. He only started fighting because his brother Albinus wanted to fight. And he told Albinus, well, if you fight, I'll fight. He wanted to support his brother, and then, because of the person Jose is, he threw his entire being into it, and it became his passion. As my Grand Knight Sean, that Sir Cosmo mentioned earlier, says, The one thing I can't teach you is passion. And you have it. You have so much of it. Joe has a passion to fight, a passion to lead, a passion to help people, and a passion to enjoy life. I have seen him grow as a leader and become a pillar of this community. It's hard to find someone in this group that Jose has not helped in some way, shape, or form. My running joke with him, when I wanted to motivate him and piss him off a little bit, was that he was going to make a great Pelican. But the fact is, no one works harder than him. At helping people, at getting things done, and over the last several years, at becoming a truly great fighter. He is one of the finest human beings I know. Much better than I am. And I am proud to call this man Mike.
And Mistress Ellie.
Your Majesties, we've been given the honor to speak for this young man, our brother, Pelican. Sir Simon spoke of the service and his passion. Well, we wish to speak of his service and his passion to the arts. Though he's not, per se, much of an artist himself, his encouragement for the arts, those around him, creating a safe space within his household where these artists can flourish. Right? They are encouraged. That, to me, is even greater than being a great artist. To encourage the arts in others is more important than doing the arts yourself. We as peers, as Laurel, that is our job to encourage the arts. And I am proud to say this man is much here.
Your Majesties, Federico already talked to you about how Jose supports and provides spaces for the arts. As the other half of the Order of the Laurel, I am going to talk to you about how Jose himself practices one of the oldest types of art. And no, it is not that type of art. This is still a family show. The art he practices is the art of loving. Yes, Your Majesties, Jose is an expert in the art of loving. And I can attest to that. Some years ago, I went to Pesach. The trip to get there had been somewhat difficult, so I was already feeling quite vulnerable. One night, something happened, and I ended up walking by myself in a pretty dark place, far away from camp. I was lost, frustrated, sad, mad, crying. I ran into people, and nobody seemed to be interested in helping me, until I ran into Jose. He left his group, escorted me to my camp, and would not leave me until he was sure I was feeling better. He is one of the few people, one of the few adults that my kids feel comfortable talking to. He teases them. He acknowledges them. He respects them. He has also helped us when I had breast cancer. And together with his wife, he helped my daughter when she needed money to get an emotional support animal. Yes, Your Majesty. Jose practices the art of loving, and not only with my family and me, Many are the ones who have benefited with his expertise in this art. Not only in the Outlands, but Asia, and I suspect in any other kingdom he goes to. We totally support him being knighted. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to attend the Peerages.
I'm here to speak to you of Jose's service. I can speak to you of how many tents he's helped set up, how many camps he's organized, how many times he steps in to run an event or part of it when needed. Jose has the heart of service. Most importantly, Jose practices the service of hospitality. He helps those from the newest newcomer to the most experienced member, and not for recognition, but out of his heart, because that is who he is. I represent Jose as my peer.
I am honored today to speak of my friend and a joyous human being. There are two things that come to mind when I think of him. Immediately is the concept of sprezzatura from the book of the courtier, the effortless aspect of fighting and service that he does, but we know that it is done with lots of practice, lots of dedication, and just an excruciating amount of talent. But he gives us ease and comfort and jovial nature in doing anything that he does, whether it be fighting or giving service or inspiring others. Sprezzatura is the first idea that comes to my mind. The second one is the philosophy of sapientia et fortitudo. In the late periods of Iberian culture, philosophers and knights and crowns started talking about what makes a good person and a good knight. Fortitudo, the idea of strength, the sword, the arm, makes a strong knight and is visible from far away in the battlefield. The blind knows that you are talented. Sapientia, though, is wisdom. It is a temperance and virtues of a man who serves, who inspires, and is seen up close when you teach. The rapier community loves you because you work and play and join us in joy. And quite the spear teacher, I might add. And dangerous, which is, I like that fact that he's on the Outlands side of the army when he joins us. Oh, and by the way, when you get a chance, be sure to fill out the fourth quarter web minister report. I'm just saying, service and love and joy. Sprezzatura, effortless work that is not effortless. Sapientia et fortitudo, wisdom and strength. Unequivocally, the Order of Defense sees this man as our peer, and we love him for what he is and what he does and how he inspires others. That's all.
I am Aria, and today I appear to you as a member of the Lady of the Rose, a member of the Order of the Rose. We'll get that right sometime. The Rose is unique amongst all of the peerages. We do not win our peerage by right arms. We accompany. We are not required to have given any service prior to the day of our elevation, other than those short months where we reign. We have no requirements in the orders. And we have no mandate to do service after our oath. The rose is vulnerable among the orders. We understand, maybe more than many others, that we can be small in this group, that we can be vulnerable in this group. And we understand all too often that it is very easy for the vulnerable to become victims of the powerful. And you wonder, of course, what this has to do with Outlands. And what it has to do with is Tavern Joe. Years before he ever picked up a sword or thought of it, Tavern Joe created a space where people of all walks in the SCA could come and feel safe. And they could feel comfortable. Years before he picked up a sword, Tavern Joe gathered up the newcomers, Goliards, I'm talking to you, and discussed with them how to do well and how to have their best life in the SCA, especially in the evenings. And after everyone was dispersed and the tavern was closed, Tavern Joe wanders the streets of our camping events and gathers up all of those lost little ducklings, and he escorts them home and finds them in their safe spots, back to their tents and back to their people. And so, Your Majesty, what I am saying today is that this man is not my peer. This man is the man that all of us here should aspire to.
I do, Your Majesty. Greetings unto all here today to witness this grand occasion from Evander and Marion, Prince and Princess of the Kingdom of Eldamere. First, we would like to thank the Royal Majesties for allowing us to have these words spoken in our court. Jose, we first met you several years ago, and it was immediately obvious that you are a man of honor and integrity. Your outgoing personality and infectious sense of humor put all around you at ease. You are always willing to help others where needed and ensure that our glasses are full of your wonderful libations. You are a pleasure to have in Camp at Penzig, and we are lucky to have you. We've watched your prowess improve with each passing year and know of your skill and integrity upon the field. As you enter the Order of Chivalry, please keep in mind that this is not a completion of your training. There will still be much to learn, and you will now have new responsibilities and expectations thrust upon you. We are confident that you will be a peer to emulate, and that your kingdom and order are fortunate to have you. Jose, you are our peer. Your Majesties, you do a great thing this day, and we thank you again for allowing us a moment in your court. Evander and Marion, Prince and Princess Eldamere.
We thank you for your counsel. Bring forth lightning, a pretty good sort of state. Jose, you have been deemed fit for this high estate by your peers, and have indicated your willingness to accept this honor from our hands. Do you now swear by all that you hold sacred, true, and holy, that you will honor and defend the crown and kingdom of the Outlands?
I will.
That you will honor, defend, and protect all those weaker than yourself.
I will.
That you will be courteous and honor your peers with the chivalry of the Laurel, of the Pelican, and of the defense.
I will.
That you will conduct yourself in all matters as befits a peer, drawing your sword only for just cause. That you will enshrine in your heart the noble ideals of chivalry to the benefit of your own good name and the greater glory of the Outlands.
having heard these solemn oaths, know now that we, Mortigan and Amani, by right of arms, König and Quena Utenwerd, do dub thee with our sword lightning, and by all that you hold sacred, true, and holy, once for honor, twice for duty, and thrice for chivalry.
Bring forth the belts. Jonia Genevieve, good lady, please come and assist. Good lady, do you feel comfortable putting this belt on your lord with my assistance? Okay, let's see if we can do this together. Oh, we already did. Accept this white belt, symbolizing the purity of your honor, the sign of the Order of Chivalry, and of your knightly rank and station.
Bring forth the chain. Accept from our hands this chain, passed from night to night. For each night is a link in the honor of our kingdom. It symbolizes your fealty to crown and kingdom. Take this chain and swear.
This day do I render homage and fealty to my sovereign lord and lady, Mortigan and mine, by right of arms, king and queen of the Outlands, who will exist from this day forward, be my liege, lord and lady. I will remain true in all ways, serving them faithfully. This do I swear, by my belt and chain, and by my honor, and by the high ideals which I hold as a knight of this realm. So say I, Jose de Torquemada.
We accept your homage and fealty, and do pledge to you that we will protect and defend you and your rights as peers within and without our realm. Accept this chain, which shall symbolize your duty and your body, as a liege man in fealty to the crown of the Outlands. Never forget the burden of this chain. I believe you have other chains that will be given to you.
We have had chains come in from multiple rooms.
Bring forth the sword.
Hear these words. This sword represents your prowess. It symbolizes the arms. Remember, well, a sword of chivalry. Use it to defend your own, those weaker than yourselves,
use it with care, and wield it with mercy, and the wisdom to know the differences.
Bring forth the spurs.
In former times, knights rode forth to mete out justice in the name of the crown. Accept these spurs, which symbolize your devotion to the high ideals of chivalry and justice. Wear them honorably and proudly, and may they never be hacked off in shame or degradation.
Stand, Sir Jose. Let this be the last blow that you receive unanswered. Yeah.
Let all subjects throughout our noble realm, from the burning red sands of the south to the windswept plains of the north and more, all those spread across the known world within reach of the word, faith, and